Hello, this is Alyssa with Patriot Marketing, and I reached out to you last week, and I promised this free video, but however, last week both my husband and I got sick, so that delayed the delivery of this video to you. However, here it is, and I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I just wanted to show you a few tips that you can use to really maximize your traffic online, and so with that, I'm going to get started. So first of all, you guys are doing a lot of good things here. You have your click to call button right here, and also you have your free estimate button right here, which are definitely both helping with conversions. There are a lot of images on your site, like for example right here, showing pictures of you guys doing your work. And also, I think I saw another one down here where you guys were doing that. I like that. Also, right here where it's switching back and forth between different images. It's really nice and aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So yeah, there's a lot of good things going for your site here. So one thing that I did notice, however, is there isn't much content. And content is anything that I can highlight, whether it be pictures or text. In this case, I would be referring to both of them just because of the fact I'm not able to highlight this text. And unfortunately, if I can't highlight it, Google doesn't see that as content. So we would definitely, that would be one tip of mine, is to redo the content on the site so that Google can see it and you'll start ranking for things. And the reason why you want a lot of content is because you want to be found for a lot of different keywords. Keywords, for example, roofing companies, Vancouver, Washington, roofing companies, Vancouver, Vancouver roofing companies. Those are all keywords that you would want to be found for. There's a lot of traffic online, especially for roofers in Vancouver, with a volume of 320. This is quite a bit of volume that can be had that you are not getting any, because in all honesty, with that content, no one's able to find you because you don't have those keywords in your content. And it's super important to put yourself in a position to be found. And how you would do that is having a website with a lot of content that includes information and keywords that you want or need to be found. So what I would do is, one, changing the text so that way you can rank for that. And also maybe saving this image for whatever it is saved as currently, or maybe saving it as one of those keywords. Like if you wanted to be found for roofing companies, Vancouver, Washington, I would save that image as that. So that way it can count as content for your website. So when Google crawls your site, they see that not only do you have that content, but you also have that keyword verbatim within your content. And it allows you to rank faster and more efficiently. Content is also great for ranking as well, because Google feels that the more content you have, the more likely you are to be an expert in your field. At the end of the day, their whole goal is that when someone searches, they get the information that they need. So the more content you have, the more likely you are to be found, because Google wants to ensure that the people searching on their platform gets that information quickly and efficiently. So yeah, that would be my first tip, is making sure that your text can be read as content, because right now, with that being a problem, taking a look here, and you are not ranking for any organic keywords because your site is not, the text isn't able to be read. It doesn't count as content. So you're not ranking for any of those keywords, and you're not getting any traffic for this site because of that, unfortunately. So you're missing out on a whole lot of business and traffic that could be heading your way if you changed the way that the site was set up. And if we take a look at one of your competitors, I did some research and found that Cherry Roofing is one of your competitors in your area. I can highlight this. So they're being found for their keywords. They don't have a whole lot of content. However, I can actually highlight their text. So Google is finding them for certain keywords. But even so, you do want a lot of content to be found for a lot of different things. My second tip would be to build up your Google business profile and giving yourself a chance to get as much traffic as possible. And what I mean by that is when people search for any keyword, there is a lot of ways they can convert. There are a lot of local ads right here that Google guaranteed. These capture the people that click on the first thing that they see. You can also adjust Google ads to capture people's attention. The local ads people like because they are guaranteed by Google up to a certain dollar amount. So if something goes wrong or something happens, they trust that Google will make it right monetarily. They would be great for you as well because they convert at a very high rate. A lot of times if someone is calling you, for example, like, they see this number right here, if someone is calling you, they are more likely to convert because they are taking the time to call. The Google ads themselves are a lot lower in conversion rate, but you can be seen by a lot of people, and they are a lot cheaper than the local ads. In this map pack, also, this is a way that people who search this way, they want to see a company that is local in the area. These can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So with this particular keyword, so we go here back to the keywords, this particular keyword, which has a 250 volume, which people are searching, 40% of that would be 100. So you're looking at 100 people going to your competitors. And look at right here. We have your competitor, Cherry Roofing, right here. 40% of that traffic is going right to them, your competitors. Ranking organically is also a great way to pull traffic too. These are generally going to get more traffic than the ones down here. So the higher you rank organically, the better. All these things are super important. They are all different ways that people search and different ways in which they capture traffic. And last but not least, speaking of ranking organically, which would be down what I just went over, which would be these down here, you have to build up the strength of your site. And how you would do that is by adding referring domains. Specifically, do follow links that send links back to your site. And all referring domains are websites that will send a link to you. The do follow links are power, and the more power you have, the bigger these numbers, the bigger these numbers would be, which we don't see. It's a 0 right now due to the content not being able to be read, and there's no backlinks, referring domains, any of that. So the more power you have, the bigger those numbers will grow. You typically want a 1-to-1 ratio, and as high a number as possible. And usually with roofing or just contractors in general, we look at 20s, 30s, 40s, etc. But as you can see, where you're getting no traffic and ranking for nothing, your competitors, they are being found for all of these keywords, due to those being in their content. Granted, they don't have much content, but still are ranking for those keywords. And this is their number, so they're in the 20s right now, which is pretty good. Not a 1-to-1 ratio. But they still are pretty high in the 20s there. So whereas you are not ranking for anything organic keywords or organic traffic, they are ranking for 156 keywords and getting 265 traffic per month. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do to bump yourself up in your online presence without without like the content being able to be read. You are limiting yourself into in terms of what you can do. And I hope that this has been helpful and informative. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can please reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you and help you out in any way that we can. Either my husband or I would love to get in touch with you in whatever time fits for you. So with that said, I hope you have a great day and God bless.